Okay, now we'll discuss group by in Postgres. So now before going for group by directly, we'll just have a basic knowledge about what is aggregate functions. So why aggregate functions? Means most cases we'll be using our aggregate functions with the combination of group by for effective retrieval. So what is that? A group by clause in what group by clause in Postgres is used to group rows that have the same values in one or more columns. Okay, and then apply aggregate functions like these are the aggregate functions: count, sum, average, min, and max. Okay, so we'll just see how we can utilize this aggregate function. Then we'll come to our group by function. Okay. So now I took a table of name called events. Okay, events is a table I took which consists of four attributes. One is event ID and one is venue ID and event name and start time. Okay. So now these are the attributes, four attributes. Now you may be aware of so far by now serial is a data type. It is going to automatically increment the values from 1 to how many number of rows you want to enter. And integer, this is a integer data type. Venue ID is a data type and event name is varchar. We have given as 100. Now for those who don't know what is a timestamp is a data type where it stores the uh, date and time in the format of YY, MM, DT and hours, minutes and seconds. So this is the format, and also you need to remember what is the syntax for storing this timestamp means. For date, it is like differentiated between like it is differentiated like hyphen or minus for our remember sake, followed by space. Time is going to differ like a colon. So this is the key thing you have to remember for our timestamp. Okay, we'll just come into here. We just see I have already executed this query. So if you have not executed, I have already executed this query. So it will show me this already executed. So I'll just now check how my table is looking. So for that one, we know select star from my table name is events and alt F5, it is going to execute. So these are the 8 rows I'm having, and this is my primary key, event ID, venue ID, event name and start time. So far it's fine, no confusion. I guess it is very basic uh, uh, Postgres queries that we have executed. Now I want to perform a simple aggregate function. For example, I want to find out the count. So what I can do, how many rows I'm having or how many tuples I'm having, I just want to know. So what I'll do means select count of what we can count. First we'll try to check all the count, means how many rows we are having from events table. How many rows we are having, we are going to select this and all F5. See, there are 8 rows or 8 tuples are there. Now I just want to know only what and all count is having a event name. So for that one I'll write count event underscore name, that is the name of our attribute. As you can also do aliasing over here, just you can write event and try to run it. Okay, so how many events we are having? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is how we can use count. So later on, one more we are having is a sum. So sum select a sum of what we can sum. Okay, we'll sum like this venue ID only, venue underscore ID. How much it'll get as venue total, I'm writing as VT from events. Okay, function Fy. So what was the error? So instead of this colon semicolon, I have given colon. Okay. So this was summing up what is venue ID? Venue ID 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12 and 15. So this is the sum we are going to get. And one more is average is there. Select AVG of what is that AVG? What we can write? We'll write venue ID only. Venue underscore ID as AVL, right? Because it is a keyword, right? It will take again error events events, control F9, alt F9, sorry, alt F5, it will execute. So now if you take this one, this will be the average in the similar fashion that we are having min max also. So I'll simply copy this one to demonstrate, copy, paste it, and write down max. So among menu ID, what will be the maximum it is going to give you? So AV is 3, it is going to give. So because we have done aliasing, I will write M for our convenience purpose. So you can see that out of this one, 3 is the maximum. So out of what? Out of this venue IDs, 3 is the maximum. Somebody may ask, okay, since you said like serial is there, no, why can't we check for event ID? Yeah, you can check the event ID also, no need, because it is already, we have created table and 8 rows have been connected. So now 8 event IDs will be created. Now I want to get max of it, we can find it. Okay, max of what? It is a 8. How you are saying that means? You can see this one. So 8 will be our maximum ID, and min of what? Min of what? Min of event ID 1. So that will be our aggregate functions.